When it comes to music anime, the industry has put out some amazing shows in the past few years. We have shows that explore friendship, help you overcome trauma, and whatever this is. But cute girls doing rock? Well, we haven't seen that since K-On! Bocchi The Rock is one of those shows that you could easily oversee in the most hyped season in anime history. But to be honest, this might be my favorite show this season. Well, you might think that I only enjoy this show for the cute girls, catchy rock songs, and the charming humor. And yes, that's kinda true. But as with every good show, Bocchi The Rock reveals its true potential if you read between the lines. As much as this can be an inspiring slice of life about a group of girls trying to achieve their musical dreams, it doesn't shy away from the pitfalls of an artist's life and the struggles that come alongside with it. Hitori has been alone for most of her life. Suffering from social anxiety, she finds it impossible to find friends, although she would like to escape her ever-continuing spiral of loneliness. One day, she sees a band on television and the bonds they have created through music. So she thinks, you know what? That will be me. Hence, she takes her father's guitar and starts practicing. However, after 3 years of practicing, she still hasn't found a single friend. That is, until someday she meets a candid drummer girl who desperately looks out for another guitarist to help her band out with the gig. And although the decision to jump in is harder for her than learning a freaking riff of Eddie Van Halen, she jumps over her shadows and plays with them, not knowing that she soon will be part of a band. As someone who's trying to learn to play the guitar myself. As someone who's trying to learn to play the guitar myself and basically posting artistic works on this platform, I think that despite all the undoubted qualities Bocchi The Rock has, the biggest win of the show is the realistic portrayal of being an artist. Alongside Bocchi's wish of finding new friends through music, her initial reason for being a musician is an unmasking one. She wants to be famous, loved, and admired. Given that she's only 15, that maybe isn't a thing to be really judgmental about. However, it reveals the not so honorable truth of a lot of artists, that the intent behind being a musician, an actor, or a writer doesn't necessarily derive from wanting to express oneself, but to be selfishly loved and being seen as worthy. This is not something that I personally judge. After all, we all would like to be respected for the work that we put out, but I'm just happy that the show includes these kinds of perspectives. Mostly, anime that center around artists have a somewhat idealistic worldview of them, that being an artist is the only way of living a happy life. And yes, that may be true for some, but not for all, which is why I can't praise Bocchi The Rock enough for being honest and upfront about it. This aspect is beautifully addressed in episode 4, when Bocchi writes a song for the group that would fit more to the mainstream than to her personal style. She didn't write a song that would reflect her inner feelings, but a song that would be more likely to be accepted by a larger audience. On a deeper level, this reveals the struggles of being an artist like no other. Should you write, produce, perform songs that are formulaic, songs that are destined to work, songs for the mainstream, having the courage to write a text that speaks to you, that comes from within, even if it scares you. This is an immensely hard thing to do, and Bocchi The Rock captures this feeling meticulously. Another issue of being an artist is the constant lack of money. Beginning by small comments about vinyl stores and music halls progressively vanishing, the girls need to face the harsh realities of having no clue about promoting their music or having a place where they can perform it. On top of that, the budget they are earning is zero to minimal, whereas the blood, sweat, and effort they are putting into is immense. Bocchi is the perfect example of an artist struggling, as she constantly feels overwhelmed by the situation, the massive amount of work she has to invest into this project, and the sacrifices she has to make. Of course, the show portrays the early stages of being an artist, but to be honest, they are the most important one. In this time, you find out for yourself if this will just be a hobby to you, or if it's something life-changing that you actually want to pursue. Despite the heavy use of slapstick comedy and the overall cuteness of these girls, Bocchi The Rock's undertones are heavily realistic and give the show a more grounded feel. You have constant setbacks like bad weather conditions for a concert, the lack of onstage experience, or the constant self-doubt that follows you everywhere. To top that, the show even has an alcohol-addicted bass player that tries to escape the responsibilities of real life by binge drinking. The life of the struggling artist in a nutshell, I guess. The show may appear fun and innocent at first glance, but reading between the lines reveals the true intentions of the creators, which is to create a slice of life that really captures life, in its good moments, but also in its bad ones. Apart from that, the show is an absolute banger of an anime. May I introduce? You get heavy social anxiety on the guitar, emotionally distanced yet a little weird on the bass, outspoken and super friendly on the drums, and irresistibly cheerful on the vocals. Every band member brings their distinctive charm to the group, and together they harmonize perfectly. But not only the cast is charming, the whole presentation of the show is stellar. Erika Yoshida transformed this simple 4-koma manga into a vibrant and pulsive story. It's crazy to imagine that this is actually a directional debut, since this definitely feels like the work of a more advanced director. From the awesome opening towards the talented voice acting, Similar to a band, everyone knows how to play their part in order to rock this show. Studio Cloverworks has some really good shows in their portfolio, but Bocchi The Rock is by far the funniest. I know that social anxiety is a real issue for a lot of people out there, and I would never make jokes about this really serious topic. Also, I don't think that there hasn't been a show that has portrayed this illness more accurately than this one. If you know another show that does, please tell me. But let me just say that Hitori's facial expression and occasional drifts into her own mind are by far the funniest that I've seen this year. Slapstick jokes are shot at you at an immense pace, but surprisingly, almost every of them hit. With this show, Cloverworks definitely have stepped up their game big time, and I'm pretty excited what they will do in the future. For me, probably the most surprising aspect were the immensely well-crafted stage performances. They feel real. It's almost like you're standing in the crowd, feeling your ears buzz and absorbing the energy radiating from the stage. You can definitely feel that the animation department was using real musicians as the basis for the animation. After recording the actors, they switched to CG to capture the performance with virtual cameras, but the characters themselves are fully hand-drawn, only reinforcing the feeling of hearing a concert live. All these aspects make Bocchi The Rock more than just a simple cute girls doing cute things show, more than just a simple slice of life, more than just a simple music anime. It seamlessly combines all of their strength and plays them out at maximum volume. I know that I've said that this show reveals a lot about the dark sides of being an artist, but that's not entirely true. As much as Bocchi The Rock gives you the downsides, it also shines a light on the amazing moments the life of an artist can offer you. First, there are these small moments like getting your first paycheck for your craft, the feeling of acknowledgement and confirmation. It also portrays the beautiful connections that can spring from pursuing music, the new people you meet, and the bonds you will eventually create. But the most impressive moment is the one being on stage. The sheer anxiety you feel before stepping a foot on it, the rising tension in your body, and the feeling of immortality when your music takes over. It took the show until episode 5, but when Hitori and the girls finally played for the first time, I had goosebumps. There's something deeply inspiring about seeing other people pursuing their passion. It's uplifting, motivating, and fascinating to experience. There are the dark moments, yes, but that's not all that there is to it. Being an artist can fulfill you in ways no other thing in life can, and when you see these girls perform, you know that they are destined to do it. Bocchi The Rock completely took me by surprise, and I'm glad that I'm not the only one. I'm glad to have taken this journey with them, and if you're an artist, maybe give this show a chance. As for me, consider myself a new fan of the band and of the show. So what do you think about Bocchi The Rock? Please let me know in the comments down below. It is my wish to share my passion for this medium with the world, so if you like this video, you can help me get closer to that goal. Thank you very much. Over here you find a video very dear to my heart because Mob Psycho is one of the best shows that I've seen in the recent time, so you can check that out if you want to. With that being said, upsala. My name is Leon. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.